Hello friends, how you doing? It is me, Lasty here. Welcome to a new episode of the FIFA 22 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Hey, this is episode number 343. Happy Tuesday to you all. Hope you all had a nice bank holiday weekend, chilled out, relaxed, and did a whole bunch of nothing. That will have been the ideal situation. So yeah, I hope you had a good time. If you do enjoy today, do me a favour, hit me with a thumbs up. Hey, we'd love to see 2,000 likes. That'd be impressive, incredible, all of the words. And don't forget, of course, to subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. Thank you. So, getting on into the episode today, we will actually be making one or two changes to this starting 11. It's about as good as it can really get at the moment, but there is a couple of potential changes that I can think of off the top of my head, so we will get stuck into those. We are really late in August now. I mean, we're getting to the point where it's nearly going to be September, bro. But we're gonna do an 85 times 10 little run for the start of the video. I actually had to go out and buy a couple of players. That's how low my club was because, of course, you know, with the last batch of 85 times 10s I did the Icon SBC out of it. So that's what the spare fodder went into. So the first one, I mean, it's not great, is it? When you see a 92 tots pop up, you're certainly hoping for a little bit more than that. But, you know, 3 tots, a couple of greens, some high-ish rated golds. It's not the worst thing. We're still going to come out of this SBC with a couple of extra spare fodder players, which gets the ball rolling for, like, the Renato Sanches SBC. So, 85 times 10, number 2. Now, you guys will probably know a bit more than I do, as I'm filming this before 6 PM Monday night, about whether or not, when the 85 times 10 expires tonight, I know I've said this for like the past 3 weeks or so, but when it expires tonight, are we finally going to get it fully repeatable? Are they going to up it to like 4 times per account per day, or 5 times maybe? I don't know. But, oh, we just packed ourselves a Benny Pele. Finally, I get one of the big boys that I've wanted for a while. Now, I know I had the option of choosing this guy in a shapeshifter player pick, and I chose Valverde instead. But that was the smart decision, because Valverde is extinct at like 180, 200, something like that, simply because the Rudiger SBC came out, and obviously everyone wants to use him. So yeah, I'm glad I chose that. But it's nice to, in one of these 85 times 10s, get a player that you want to keep, rather than just fodder for the next one. That's quite nice. So yeah, Benny Pele, that is someone that I'm going to be keeping in my club. It's another cool one to add to the collection. He can go on the bench. And the final 85 times 10 from that little batch ends with a couple of duplicates. So it made me think, was that the final one, or is that the second one? I don't really know. Oh yeah, it isn't the final one. Here's the next batch. 85 times 10. Once again, we stick Everton and Ito into that, and can we get anything out of it? Well, only time will tell. I wonder actually, has anyone opened one of these during this batch of players and not had a tots pop out as the first player? Surely not, right? I don't think that would be possible. Surely not. Yeah, anyway, we get ourselves, this time around, it's Manuel Neuer. Is what it is. It's a high-ish rated tots, so we can't complain. But we know there's not going to be like an Mbappe in there. And then 2 tots and the rest gold. Ugh. It's pretty ugly. That's not really what you want to be seeing. 385s, 286s. Very, very low end or mid-end tier for this sort of stuff. But of course, it enables me to create the next day, the next batch. I think you're going to see 6 85 times 10s in a row here. Something like that. Anyway, 2 days worth in a row. Good stuff. So it's not like we're capped, I just save a couple of days worth and you get a whole bunch of them in the episodes. You'll love to see it. So for the next one, team of the season, Austrian centre-back. That is, of course, going to be David Alaba. And can you believe we went all the way through from the tots period to now, and they still never changed the way the card was cut out on the actual pack opening animation? Absolutely abysmal. It really is. One duplicate in that pack is Fofana. And I actually forgot to stick Fofana into this 85 times 10. So it made me realise, oh wait, I can't actually open it until I either discard that guy or use him. So that was an L from me. That was something I completely and utterly forgot to do correctly. So I was hoping I had enough fodder still in the club, which I'm pretty sure I do, as you can see, to get the most expensive part of the Renato Sanches SBC done. Now, I'm also using silvers as well in here, and that was simply because I had no golds left in the club, but I knew I'd get some golds from like the reward pack from this, so we'd be back on track again. So I probably, by using a load of silvers and then a load of tots, you probably end up using like one extra special card than you really should need, if you just had a bunch of like mid-tier golds. But I didn't, so we used an extra special item, and it's okay. So we get the 88 rated squad done for Renato Sanches. Interesting to see that there was no chemistry requirement in that. I wonder, is that a little nod to the sort of experience we can see next year, maybe? Will be interesting to see what comes of that, because obviously the news that came out about all of the new chemistry on the next FIFA, well, it's going to change things up in SBCs as well, isn't it? An absolutely god-awful looking 85 times 10 there. We get ourselves 2 Libertadores players, 7 gold players, and then 1 tots. That's not ideal. Really not ideal. But of course, that was the final 85 times 10 that I can get done for you from that batch. And it easily helped us get the final part of Renato Sanches done, who was super cheap. An 87 and an 88 rated squads with 0 chemistry requirements. For a 96 rated PSG, basically Club 90, Renato Sanches. Yeah, people might say they've done him dirty, giving him like the 89 defending, but let's be real, he's still going to function unbelievably well on this game. So yeah, welcome to the club, 96 rated Renato Sanches. Now that is going to lead to a tactical change in the starting 11 for my squad, because I can now officially have a full first owner starting 11 and untradeable 11 more importantly, which means that I can sell Sergio Ramos and, well, take the money from that. It gets me ever closer to maybe being able to afford Zizou at some point in the next couple of days before we end the series off. So yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen. We'll see. But I've still got a feeling he's going to chill around 1.4, 1.5 million. Because if I'm going up in coins, it probably means everyone else that's hardcore on the game is also still going up in coins. And yeah, there's not much we can do about that. So 2 players that can come into the squad at least. Abedi Pele is going to take the spot of, I think, Heung-min Son off the bench. So yeah, I mean, it could have been anyone really, but we'll put Renato into the team over Sergio Ramos. I think I give him a gladiator because his 2 lowest stats are shooting and physical. So we can really round him off to a mid-club 90s with a gladiator chem style. And he will just be a brilliant centre midfielder in the exact same role that Sergio Ramos was. So yeah, I mean, Ramos, to be fair, has got unbelievable stats. We could sell him for like 110. I bought him for a little bit more, and actually a few hours after I sold him, he had crept up again. It is what it is, right? We're still pretty rich, though, so no big deal. And then, yeah, we'll take Son out and just put Abedi Pele in there in case I do play any more games. I don't really have much intention to, but just cool to get the squad looking a little bit more fire. And then, of course, Cafu can come out for Valverde. I like both of them, but I think Valverde's probably just a tiny bit better. And then I prefer Ronaldinho to Cruyff. So Cruyff definitely gets a spot on the bench. But, I mean, there's what my bench is going to be looking like. 2 midfielders in Boateng and Gravenberch. And then just 4 attackers in Son, Abedi Pele, Ousmane Dembele, Vinny Jr. and Cruyff. So, yeah, like 5 attackers on the bench. That's kind of nuts. So, yeah, there's not much defensive option there if we had a problem in-game. But with the sale of Sergio Ramos, I'm up to 1,178,000 coins. And that's pretty much 1.2. I reckon I could stretch to 1.2 by offloading some stuff in the club should I need to afford Zidane. But, hey, if they release some sort of icon SBC again, maybe I'll have the fodder to just work my way through it and hope that Zidane pops up again. That would be quite nice as well. We'll see what comes of it in the content. 6 p.m. last night for you, but tonight for me. So from our warm-up SBC, the second out of 3, we just need to wait another 24 hours basically, and then we can do it for the final time, get another 85 times 5, and then of course the final reward of the 85 times 10 as well. That will up our fodder even more, allowing us to do another big SBC of whoever we decide that we want to do. Should I do a Haaland before he expires, or Rudiger? Is that someone that we need in our squad? Probably not, but I do have a lot of good Real Madrid links. And then from my 85 times 5, I actually get a Shapeshifter popped up, and I didn't even know this card existed. I'll be honest. Claude Maurice, I mean, looks a good card, looks a good fullback, but I did not know that card was even a thing. Like, what batch was he in? Because I had no idea he existed. And then, yeah, 4 golds. One of them is an 89 Benzema, though, so we can certainly accept that. We'll take it at least. So, yeah, I mean, I also claimed back the Bernardo Silva. Thank you for the reminders. I had a couple of people on Twitter as well, notably reminded me about that. So, thank you. Appreciate it. I nearly let him go. I think I had 1 day remaining before he would have expired. And, yeah, so now we've got couple fodder players there, a few fodder players there, a whole page worth of fodder there, and then so we've got like a good, probably 6 or 7 good special items that I could use in SBC, 6 or 7 good gold players I could use in an SBC, and then probably 10 or so like low-level gold players that I can use as fillers in SBC. So we should be fairly good to do whatever SBCs come at us in the next day or so, and that is pretty much where we're gonna end things in terms of the content, really, because that's the enjoyable part. Yeah, will I ever use this Renato Sanches? I don't actually know, but it's cool to have him in the squad. I wish they'd give him a dynamic image. That would make things look a little bit better. Almost want to bring Sergio Ramos back simply because of the no dynamic image there on Renato, but I'll try and look past it, all right? Because I know that is probably just a me thing. Actually, let me know. Does a dynamic image make a card more desirable for you? Because it certainly does for me, and I don't know if that's weird or not. But anyway, yeah, the bringing back Ronaldinho into the starting 11, I think is just really how it should be, because R10 is more fun to use on the game, in my opinion. He's better than Cruyff, I think. Both very good cards, of course. Cruyff having the 5-star, but I just prefer the waving hair in the wind from Ronaldinho. Is one of those players which I love to use on this game. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming towards the end of, I guess, another shortish style episode. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, do me a favour and hit the thumbs up button. I'm loving the thought of maybe waking up and seeing this on 2,000 likes the next day. So that'd be brilliant. Thank you for your awesome support once again. And don't forget, of course, to subscribe to my channel if you're new. Cheers. And follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Links are down below. Nothing else left to say, really, is there? Apart from, I hope you have a wonderful day. I am assuming, like, schools and universities and stuff go back this week. Later this week, maybe. If so, good luck to you. Hope you have a good start to the new year, the new term, whatever you want to call it. And I hope you still got time to come and check in and watch the videos, because that's what's really important. No, it probably isn't. Anyway, have a lovely day, everyone. Take it easy. Stay safe and healthy. I'll be back again tomorrow, all being well, with another episode for you. Peace.